Hello? Yo! Hello there. How's it going? Right, sorry, I'm literally just flash in the pan moment. Decided to go live, so I just need to share that I am live. I also need to grab something too. So I tell you what I'll do. Let's just have a little bit of an intro. Let's do the I'm Gay song. We love the I'm Gay song, don't we, guys? We love it. Bane sweeping for on the YouTube drama subreddit over Kris Tyson allegations. Okay, right. Give me literally a quick sec, and I'll be back. You get to enjoy the I'm Gay song very quickly, and then we'll have a little, just a short stream, probably about an hour or so. Just talking a bit about this sweeping that I'm seeing popping up now, which is just insane. Back in one sec.
I'm gay. I suck penis every day. Fuck me in the ass until you make me spray. I'm fucking gay. I hug men romantically. Drop your balls into my mouth. I really love the taste. Yeah, I'm gay. I need cum to start my day. 1 teaspoon of penis juice to keep the straight away. I'm fucking gay. Your home was made for me. I'll crawl inside and live a life of quiet dignity. I'm fucking gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. And gay's my middle name. My first is also gay. Yeah, my last name is the same. I'm fucking gay. At least that's what they say when they see me dancing gaily in the big gay fag parade. Yeah, I'm gay. I eat the poo-poo last souffle and wash it down with piss like delicious lemonade. I'm fucking gay, and gay sex is my trade. Bottom to top, I'll call the lot and make it great. Don't tell my wife, she's not about this life. She doesn't know I'm with her, cause she looks like a guy. Don't tell my kids, they never would forgive. They don't know that I'm the one.
Yo!
Don't tell the cops. They'd confiscate my cock.
They confiscate my cock.
Me up in jail with all the burly cons. Tell the cops I'm gayer than they thought. I've got a taste for man flesh, and that will never stop. Cause I'm gay.
I'm gay.
That's right.
That's right, I'm gay.
Guess what? I'm gay.
Gay.
Yeah, I'm gay. Cause I'm gay. That's right, I'm gay. Guess what? I'm gay. I'm fucking gay. I'm fucking
I'm fucking
gay.
gay.
They call me gay Jack the Ripper.
Cause I hate women and I'm gay.
I'm like gay Jeffrey Dahmer. If he was normal and not straight.
Yo! Wait, hang on a sec. We need some, it's really weird not being on cam, actually. Yeah, the IWW thing was funny, man. Dude, I don't want to respond to it seriously because obviously it's more of a meme than anything else, but Jesus Christ, dude. Someone needs to check IWW's hard drive. Now! What's the age of consent in Turkey? Let's have a look. Age of consent, Turkey. Oh, it's actually 18. Damn. That's interesting. Well, even more reason to fucking check his hard drive. Oh my god, dude. I'm owned by a Turkish pedophile, it seems. Yeah, sorry, let me speed this up, guys. No, I tell you what it is. I need to get this off my chest, man, because holy shit, I'm losing it over the subreddit. The fucking sweeping is driving me insane. And, you know, I'm sat here, I've got like an hour or so to spare. So I just thought I'd go live for a little bit on the second channel and also try and chill a little bit, you know? Try and get some fucking super chats and memberships in. Ugh. Get a bit of extra cash in the coffers, in the chudlogic media coffers. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. And also, yeah, it's like, I feel like this is one of those stories that people are just going to ignore. You know, I don't think anyone has got an obligation to talk about or cover anything. You know, you can do whatever you want. It's just kind of frustrating that Chris from Mr. Beast has got this kind of shield, this dual shield of being trans, and then also, you know, being associated with Mr. Beast. And obviously, Mr. Beast is, you know, a well-connected YouTuber, so people are not going to want to fucking get into it. But like, some of this stuff's like indefensible and 100% worthy of criticism. You know, and that's the other thing as well. They all fucking use the Doctor Disrespect stuff. Now, look, there are differences that are worth mentioning, right? And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some stuff where it's like, okay, well, you could argue the Doctor Disrespect stuff is worse. You could argue the Chris from Mr. Beast stuff is worse because there is stuff that's unknown. In regards to the Dr. Disrespect situation. But I think if you're going to go out there and you're going to bang the drum, particularly going after Nick Merckx over the Dr. Disrespect stuff, and then you either say nothing about the Shadman, the Chris from Mr. Beast stuff, or you downplay it and sweep for it, that's fucking disgraceful behavior, right? That's like disgraceful to me. And it's so clear that you're completely ideologically compromised and you don't really care about any of this stuff. All you care about is using whatever situation you can for fucking political dunks, you know? No, it's not my gameplay. This is sped up. I just classic. It's just, dude, it's infuriating me. And it's like, the other thing that infuriates me too is the amount of times that I've seen the YouTube drama fucking subreddit mod team push forward and sign off on insane bullshit allegations. And now they're fucking sweeping for this. Bro. It's over, Chris. Chud has deemed you not hot enough for how pedophilic you're acting. I actually watched Queen's coverage yesterday. I watched all of it, actually, more or less. Which normally I don't do, because, you know, I prefer to, you know, let people say their piece. Feels a bit weird, you know, you're watching someone talk about you. Bit weird, isn't it? But no, it was fun. It was good. And, you know, obviously in the moment you perceive things differently, but watching the conversation back, yeah, I think it went pretty well, really. I think there was a lot of information that I was able to garner from them. And then you've got the Bloodsports fucking Queeman and the other person calling them retarded and shit. So no, it was good. It was a good balance. Bro was watching bro watch himself. Okay. Sunny V2 was writing away. Do you know what, Nixon? I appreciate that. Because I feel like people are just blankly saying he was right. And it's like, have you watched the video? He didn't say anything about any shit to do with this. So yes, he was correct it would cause a problem, but for reasons he didn't state in his video. So it's like, yeah, he just vaguely said, oh yeah, well I reckon Chris is going to be a problem for Mr. Beast because they're trans. And it just so happened, luckily enough, that there were some skeletons, a couple of skeletons in the closet, you know? Moist Critical, a good take. Yeah, I'd heard that initially Moist Critical wasn't talking about it, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's got to the point where, you know, you can't really ignore it, you know? Well, the thing is when drama like this happens, the Venn diagram has a lot of overlap. When some of this happens, dude, I just get like I get what's it all called in autism, where you get obsessed with something. You get totally and utterly obsessed. I've been like that with it, so I've been, you know. Hyperfixation. That's it. Yeah, I'm hyperfixated. I'm hyperfixated on Kris from Mr. Beast, jerking it to Shadman art. Okay, I can't stop myself from looking at every piece of drama about this. But yeah, so my basic take on this is pretty simple, right? It's that, you know, Kris from Mr. Beast unquestionably was a lolicon. Maybe still is. We don't know one way or another, but certainly definitively was a lolicon. You know, was consuming and seeking out sexualized drawn images of children, which to me is indicative of at the very least, of having like a sort of sexualized fantasy about drawn children, which calls into question for me like someone's connection to or access to children in a sort of way. I think out of an abundance of caution, at the very least, that should be queried or questioned, right? I mean, I don't think it should just be like, oh, you had like sexualized drawings of kids. Well, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Like, no, dude, come on, there's something fucking worth of consideration here. Like, maybe this person's a fucking freak, not because they're trans. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Like, you know, they're at the Kids' Choice Awards, where there's likely children there, and there's art which they've previously been aroused by in a sexualized manner. Like, that don't seem right to me. Okay, that seems fucking wrong, dude. Yeah, exactly. Legislation change as well. This idea that because they've transed, they're not going to be into that anymore. I don't know, dude. I think that probably would work in the other direction, to be perfectly frank, based on what I know about trans people. So yeah, I think that I would still be cautious about using the most extreme language about this in terms of like I would say they're kind of a nonce. That's the language I would use. Whereas like calling someone a pedophile, like especially with this botched investigation that this Prism guy did, I'm a bit loath to kind of go to that level, but there's definitely enough like red flags that there's a legitimate concern that is worthy of like a conversation, and I think it's wrong to sweep it away when you know you can have that concern and you can also not even get into the trans stuff. That's why it's so stupid why people still are banging the trans drum. Like, forget the trans shit. Let's talk about the actual meat and potatoes of what matters here. You know? Yeah, exactly. You know, and the thing is like, you know, listening back to the conversation, I do understand why people are so fucking annoyed with the Prism guy. I just think he's a completely incompetent clown with delusions of grandeur, you know? Which, I mean, it doesn't really matter because the output, whatever you think of him, the output is horrendous, and it's just created doubt that people are now utilizing to kind of throw cold water on the story, you know? Yes, it's live. I'm live. Hello. Red. Yes. Yeah, there's definitely you know, yeah. With the deadline shit, my best guess is that there's some sort of legal case occurring with EDP regarding a minor, and they, from their perspective, don't. They probably could talk about it a bit, but they're just retardedly worried about some sort of legal consequence for doing so. That's my best guess. The other thing is it could just be complete complete bullshit. I don't know. But yeah, the whole fucking dude, it was absolute shit. The whole thing's a shambles, okay? I just wish that, you know, there could just be a sort of a record of that in a more simplistic way without the kind of campervan stuff which doesn't seem to have any fucking legs. Oh yeah, that's the other thing as well. I sent this to Queeman yesterday when he was covering it. But that lava person has come out with more information, and this information throws further cold water, or claims throw further cold water on the idea that there was this like sexual encounter at this camper van. You know, yo, harmful opinions. How's it going? If I was going to defend Kris for some reason, I'd put all the focus on Prism. Yes, and that's exactly what people are doing. I tweeted something out yesterday which was totally unrelated to the Prism video. It was solely about the Shadman stuff, and someone replied with Lava's comment, and I didn't respond to it because some random shitter. But it's like that's what people are doing now. They're going, oh, but look, Lava said this. Like, that's not to do with the Shadman shit. That is solely about the claims about the camper van and the claims in regards solely to Lava. You know, the Shadman stuff is separate to that. It's a separate kind of issue, you know? Lyrics and Smaggle had a few critiques because you would mute Smaggle and no one else yelling. Forgot what else. Okay, right. Anyone that is criticizing me for that conversation yesterday is a subhuman retard not worthy of human consideration. Okay? I wasn't muting out of a moderation perspective. I was muting almost as a theatrical way of stopping those retards from leaving the call, dude. Right? As soon as I muted Smaggle, Queeman was there, and I brought Queeman in to continue bringing the heat. Okay? Bro. Listen, I don't care about what fucking retard peanut gallery viewers think about what I'm doing on stream anymore in that respect, okay? I'll speak to people that I respect, and I'll take the opinion of people that I respect. You peanut gallery freaks, chow down on your fucking peanuts and shut the fuck up, okay? I literally don't fucking care. I could not care less about what your retarded, non-content creator perspective is on what I'm doing. I've got a procedure. I've got a thing that I'm following. I know what I'm doing, okay? You don't. You don't have a clue. Sit down, shut the fuck up, and eat the content, and that's it. That's all I want you to do, okay? Fuck me, dude. It's unbelievable to me. I listened back to the conversation. I don't want to suck my own dick, but I was like, damn, there was actually quite a lot of information that was garnered just from having a sort of, you know, ostensibly friendly, but, you know, critical conversation with them, you know? And the thing is as well, is don't get me wrong, it was great fun when Queeman came on and Smaggle came on, but there wasn't really any further, like, I think Queeman got some good, you know, Queeman and Smaggle got a few bits of information out, but certainly once the other chap came on, it was fine, and it was fine, it was blood sportsy, but there wasn't really much new information that was being garnered at that point. It was just, you're a retard, you're a moron, you got this wrong. You're a retard, you're a moron, you got this wrong. You're a retard. And it's like, fine, I'm happy to do that and facilitate that. Okay? And they did Mog. I agree with you. But you've got to have a balance. Not only because it gets you more information if you can have a more balanced approach, but also it stops the people from leaving the fucking call. I mean, dude, there was like, you know, about 3 fucking times they were like on the precipice of leaving, it felt like. And I had to fucking be like, okay, no, let's reel it back in a bit, you know? Okay, listen, I appreciate the praise. I do appreciate the praise, but I'm not even looking for praise. You know, I don't care about that aspect as much. It's just, you know, it's people have got lots of perspectives, but they don't understand. They don't get it. They don't know what's happening, and they don't know what you're trying to do. I think that, you know, if someone comes on and they get, if they came on and I was like, yeah, guys, you did such a good job. Oh my god, he's a pedo, isn't he? Like, obviously, that's totally reasonable to be heavily critical of that. You know. But fuck me, dude. It's just, oh my god, please understand the vision. You need to understand the vision a little bit, okay? But yeah. It was also, for, you know, beyond that, it was just a great piece of content, regardless of whatever you thought about anything. It was, you know, great content, great fun. And it's given us, like, some great insight into the minds of these guys. I mean, the other guy that was on was more reasonable, but the Prism guy, I mean, you know, he's obviously seen a bit of James O'Keefe and thinks, I can get involved in that. I can do a bit of that. You know, I can do an expose, but not recognizing the subtle, I mean, as much as James O'Keefe is a retard, not recognizing the subtleties of like, well, you've got to do it with a certain person. You shouldn't really apply those processes to a victim or someone that you think is a victim. It should be a lot more open-ended, that they can speak their mind and speak on it, not that you're trying to trick them into revealing things. You know? So yeah, it's, you know, and the thing is as well is I feel like people are completely dismissing that Prism stuff entirely, and I get it because yeah, of course, the camper van stuff I don't think has got any meaningful legs now, and he was definitely overstating some of his points in regards to the messages. But to me, it's more about, okay, so we've got jokes here. I could interpret these as jokes, but when we also include the fact that Kris from Mr. Beast has participated in sexual fantasies regarding drawn images of children, I'm a bit like, well, you know, I'd still probably characterize it as jokes inevitably, but it's certainly adds further weight to a reasonable concern about those interactions, you know? So yeah. And but that Vega, that is also a reason, you know, if you wanted to say it was inappropriate to do that, then that's fine as well. You know, I think it's fine to say that that's inappropriate. But there is an overextension, and now it's created this discourse where you've got people that are claiming 100% that Kris from Mr. Beast groomed that person. They're saying they weren't groomed. And then people are able to use that to dismiss all of it and say, oh, no, look, it's a transphobic thing against the person. Look, they're saying they didn't get groomed. And it's like, yeah, but there's more to it than that, you know? Yeah, and that is the other thing too, is it's like, dude, without a silver bullet, without hard proof of something more substantial in that conversation, there's just too much wiggle room and too many other angles that you could look at it with that make it, you know, it needed to have just been presented calmly and plainly without editorializing. Okay? That was the way to go about that. Say it's inappropriate. Here's the messages, and here's the facts that I can discern from this, you know, and that was it. Because then the other problem that you've got as well is stuff like this now is, I mean, people are, bro, drama alert, fucking Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast is being accused of talking to minors. 2 videos over the last 30 days outline an alleged sexually inappropriate relationship with a minor that started with the minor at age 13 with plans to meet up with the same minor at age 16. Like, this is a very poor explanation of even the video. Like, even in the video itself, I don't think makes these assertions, right? But it's like a game of telephone. It's a game of Chinese whispers. So now it's become this, which is not even what is claimed in the video. Dude, it's like so annoying that this is happening. So then you've now got Lava responding to stuff like this, saying, I didn't take a camper van to meet up with Kris. I was on vacation with my family and stopped by with my family present and said hi. So when I saw this, okay, what was clear upon seeing this, I feel like I can tell exactly what happened with Prism's video, okay? Right? So I feel like what happened is Prism had a couple of facts, okay? Or a couple of pieces of information in regards to the campervan stuff. And rather than just present that as a matter of fact, he stitched together a narrative. And that is why in the video, even when I was watching it, I was like, God, I was like, you know, I was a bit confused. It was kind of incoherent. It didn't make sense what the campervan story even was. And the reason for that is because he didn't have all of the relevant facts and he stitched it together and he kind of put his thumb on the scale a bit and it didn't make sense. It was like, what are you even saying happened here? Who is this other person? There's this Discord screenshots. But there wasn't any substance to the campervan stuff, I don't think. Lava could be lying, of course, but then I would want to see proof of more substance from the other side because that's the way that you'd prove or lay out this claim, you know? Because if this is indeed true, then the campervan stuff is a complete non-story. Like, particularly if the fucking family are there. I mean, dude. Shockingly, a couple of facts probably surpasses almost James O'Keefe's work. It's funny because you mentioned the post office stuff. I mentioned it to him as well. That post office worker. So this guy looks up to James O'Keefe, and long story short, there was a post office worker who came forward with claims that they had conclusive proof that there was election fuckery, basically, in 2020. And basically, I believe his conversation was hearsay. He'd heard someone talk about something. It turned out that there wasn't any substance to these allegations that this guy had witnessed voter fraud, election fraud. And I think he ended up speaking at a conservative event one time soon after he came out, but then he obviously got completely disregarded and is probably, you know, who knows where he is now, you know? but it just demonstrates that like James O'Keefe is not necessarily a person to look up to when it comes to doing exposés. And he's very sloppy, and he's very ideologically motivated, and he will put his thumb on the scale. And also, when he does exposés, like it's with a Disney employee, say, right? It's like, oh, a Disney employee saying embarrassing, stupid things about Disney on a date or something. Like, the stakes are not the same. The stakes are not, you know, the same as like a victim. Like, he's basically taken this person, this lava person, and disregarded them completely and come out with something characterizing their experiences without their like permission. So now they're responding saying this isn't what happened, and it completely undermines the video, and he looks retarded, which funnily enough is exactly what everyone was saying to him on that call yesterday. Everyone was saying this. Everyone was saying yesterday, you've messed up here, you've undermined it, da 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 da. Now, fortunately, there's a lot of transphobes that don't care about the facts, so they're just going to push forward with whatever story, and they're kind of, you know, brute forcing this into the mainstream, so it is going to get attention and it is going to get spoken about more broadly, right? Okay. So the transphobia is brute forcing this, but in terms of facts and understanding what happened, yeah, it's stupid, and he should have taken, you know, much different tact. And rather than doing it himself, if he claims he contacted all these people, he should have found another way, you know. Toothpaste can't get put back in the tube, though. It is what it is, and we've got to deal with the cards that are now out there, you know? Yeah, I like Gamma. Gamma was good. But it did get to a point where it was just like, okay, we're just literally, you know, cycling on giving body blows to this retard. So it just kind of, you know, became a non-continuous conversation, but... But yeah, anyway, the reason I wanted to go live today for a bit is really just to draw attention to some utterly insane sweeping, some of which I had no idea was occurring. Hey, Sliggins! Thank you for becoming a FaZe Chud supporter. Memberships are on, super chats are on. I'll read them all as they come through. Can I ask why you stream on both channels? I normally stream on this channel when I'm not streaming on my main, and it's just like a little bit of scrap content or something, or I'm covering a more substantial political thing. Yeah, I don't know, just a bit more relaxed. I've not showered. I've not showered today, so I look a state. I'm not on cam, you see. And the stuff I talk about today, I might talk about on Thursday too, but I just wanted to get it out there now, say things about it, because I'm literally seething, molding, coping about this right now, dude. Okay, so where should we start here? So yeah, I think I put this out after, didn't I? Or during the stream, I think. So yeah, this is something that I posted, which I then actually shared around a bit in some group chats, and I think Keemstar ended up posting this screenshot too. We'll look at that too. But this was the first sign that I saw that gave me this kind of instinct or hint, I guess, that it was like, hang on a minute, there seems to be some sweeping going on here. What is going on here? So this radiant psychology drama is going to come up again in a moment too, okay? They posted something else, I believe. But anyway, so this post to me was totally reasonable. While there's a lot of transphobic bullshit that should be debunked, Kris Tyson was still a massive Shadman fan. True. Even commissioning art from him. Not sure if the commissioning part is 100% true, but certainly there's enough evidence that they, you know, enjoyed and consumed his work. I mean, they had a poster of his on the fucking wall. Do you know what I mean? Commissioned art from him, which made a cameo in one of Mr. Beast's videos. She is not as clean as a lot of you all would like her to be. So this statement, at worst, has got one small detail wrong, which is the idea of the commissioning. Okay? It's like, exactly, a big supporter and a big fan Everything else about this is a totally fair and reasonable perspective. The commissioning thing may not be correct 100%. Okay? Right? And then the YouTube drama team took it down. This is just misinformation. There's no evidence she commissioned this piece. Wow. That's interesting, isn't it? What a very hands-on, you know, what a very like hands-on approach to moderating allegations where you're, you know, specifically pointing out very kind of like, you know, very narrow distinctions of what is incorrect in a post and removing it. It's like, dude, what the fuck? I've never seen this before, where they're taking such a particular approach where if something is posted that isn't 100% correct, they fucking take it down. Bro, it's fucking insane, dude. I've seen loads of posts where there's a headline and you look at it and you're like, well, this isn't really what they're claiming it's to be. It's something different, right? That doesn't get taken down. That doesn't get fucking taken down. That stays up and everyone can fucking have their updates and their likes and comments. But this, you've said one small detail wrong, one fairly trivial detail wrong about this when your overall point is correct. We're going to take this down for misinformation. Dude, I was fucking, oh my God, dude, I'm so annoyed about this. This is why I've got a stream. I'm so pissed off about how much sweeping these freaks are doing over there. It's fucking disgusting. Reddit moment. Reddit moment. I've checked this and I've rated it 3 Pinocchios. Whilst Kris from Mr. Beast was cranking their knob to Lolicon and consuming their content, they never actually officially commissioned a piece. Therefore, we need to take this down for misinformation. Kris from Mr. Beast may have been salivating at the thought of Shadman drawing a sexualized image of a 10-year-old character, but they didn't actually pay money for it. That's misinformation. That's 5 Pinocchios. Fuck me, dude. Technically, whilst they are likely have a sexual interest in children, they've never commissioned a piece. Give me a fucking break, dude. It's unbelievable to me. It's fucking unreal. The levels of sweeping, the trans shield is in full effect. Yes, exactly. This is what triggered me so bad. It's LSF all over again. It's LSF, but rather than OTK pulling the strings, okay, it's the fucking pronoun mafia. Oh my God, dude. Oh, hey, IWW. How's it going? It's a Turkish pedo. Self-professed now. The alphabet mafia is in effect. Dude, I'm so angry about this. Anyway, I posted this. I actually shared it around a bit. BTS. And I think Keemstar took this and he shared it too, which I think led to something else, which we'll look at. But, I mean, you know, I appreciate that Keemstar is a controversial figure. And I certainly have got some issues, particularly with the drama shit. Although the boogie stuff looks quite fun. I might actually cover that on Thursday. They're actually asking the RQ. They're actually asking the RQ the rape question. So we might have a look at that. But yeah, this is this Keemstar took this and shared it too, which is good because it got it out there more. Kris Tyson supported the cartoon CPR to Shabman that drew my daughter age 8 in a sexual manner. This is a known fact. Yep, undeniable. Privately, me and Kris Tyson even had a conversation about this roughly a month ago. As it still upsets me, this is not misinformation, this is a fact. I mean, like, as a fellow father, right? I've got a lot of sympathy for Keemstar over this. Put aside, you know, his fucking retarded. Oh, I need to milk this boogie stuff. Fucking. I mean, to be fair, it seems like the rape question is bringing some new content, which I'm actually going to watch. But put anything to one side, dude. The idea that you've got a daughter, okay, and someone draws this insane sexualized imagery, right? Not only do some people still support them because it's funny or free speech or whatever, but then this Kris person continues to support them even beyond that. And then now, when they're getting called out for it, people are claiming that it's misinformation that Kris likes the artwork. It's fucking disgraceful, dude. It's fucking disgraceful. And, you know, I think there is a point to be made of, like, you know, particularly if you're an irony poisoned online antisocial freak, okay? I get that, like, there might be an element of looking at it and going, oh, you know, and having a certain take on it, or having this free speech thing with Shabman back in the day, I mean. But, like, you must have, like, some shred of humanity left to recognize that's an absolutely disgusting thing to happen to someone. You know, as sorry not as that is disgraceful. And now there's a denial that Kris from Mr. Beast, it's like a rewriting of history on it. No, Kris from Mr. Beast liked Shabman at the time, continued to like them after that. That wasn't enough to turn them off their work, okay? They looked at their website as up to recently as 2020. So to me, the idea they had no idea about this, or they had no idea that Shadman was doing this kind of thing, is completely unbelievable to me, right? My belief is that they liked Shadman in spite of all the crazy shit they were doing, okay? And now there's an attempt to have some accountability for that, and it's getting fucking handwritten away. It's getting hand waved away and swept under the rug. It's fucking disgraceful, dude. As the owner of Drama Alert, I can tell you there has been misinformation surrounding Kris Tyson today on Twitter. However, this above is 100% true. Just like this old tweet from Kris shown here, it's 100% true and authentic. Yes. Nothing gets my knob cranking like some lolly. Bro. Okay. In and of itself, I could agree. This could be some fucking joke or something, or who knows. But it's everything taken together that makes it an undeniable case. Okay? If you're like, this is like a key piece of evidence that demonstrates this isn't a joke or a meme. Kris from Mr. Beast, along with everything else in regards to Shabman, has demonstrated that they were at one point a lolicon, which means they were consuming sexualized images, naked images in cases of children, and were fantasizing about children in a sexual fashion. That is undeniable. You cannot deny this with the, you know, sheer amount of evidence that points in that direction. Okay? Say what you want about how people change and try and do your fucking cope. You cannot deny the core facts. Okay? Yes, Queeman. I don't have any examples offhand, okay? But there are absolutely people that are claiming this was a long time ago and they've changed, or this could have been a joke, and so on and so on, okay? My word is my bond. Kris Tyson also confirmed their Reddit username. Oh, yeah, this is funny actually, because there was another who's the name of the person? Was it Tyrone? And I covered their stuff. And I think at the time I was like, there's some weird stuff here, but nothing conclusive. But these Reddit posts are getting shared again. And, you know, I think this adds, you know, just further weight to the valid criticisms and concerns that some are raising, you know? The old me was an F2. What am I even looking at? You started and now you don't want to see the F slur. The F, shut the fuck up. So this just confirms that this Tyson Boy 34 is Kris from Mr. Beast Reddit, okay? Like, this isn't really that relevant in all of this, unless you want to talk about the trans stuff, I guess. The joke is Shabman makes porn out of anything. It ain't porn unless it's got a she penis. Ah, dick girls. Ah, yes, this will make a fine addition to my collection. There's other worse stuff as well. Which I think that Smaggle shared. Smaggle Daggle. Friend of the stream, Smaggle Daggle. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, I do think that you're saying you don't have posts like this. When I was younger, I used to make like dead baby, you know, I used to make those cringe, like shock value dead baby jokes and stuff like that, to, you know, between your mates when you're young. You know, obviously there's a level of willingness I've got for, okay, there's edgy humor and shit like that, you know? Oh, about loving Gok. Bailey J. Remember Bailey J? Classic. Classic jokes, sending that to your mates. Oh, look at this, guys. Isn't this gross? Has anyone got any more that you can send me as a joke? Okay. Why the fuck? So has this been confirmed as Kris from Mr. Beast? Was it someone? Apparently, there's some trip code connection that's been made because this is 4chan, right? Why the fuck would you use your VR headset for anything other than 3D lolly gang grape porn? This is normal. I spend time on 4. Okay, but you need to understand that some people will hide pernicious beliefs or views behind humor. Okay? Right? And again, you could show me a single one of these posts without the context of who it is, and I would probably argue that it's probably a joke, and without further context, I can't really conclude off of one post on an edgy forum, okay? It's not enough. Right? And it is not a CDO of allegations to say, okay, well, let's look at all various posts. Okay, there seems to be a theme or a pattern here that matches up with other behavior. Whilst there isn't anything, well, like we don't have an image. We don't have an image of Kris and Mr. B saying they love lolicon and jerk. Well, we do have that, actually. We do have that. We do have that, in fact, to be fair. What I'm saying is, we don't have 100% like hardcore proof of like, what is it? It's like, we don't have video footage of them loading up lolicon or a sexualized image of a kid and jerking off to it. We don't have a video footage of that, okay? But I feel like we've got enough to draw some fairly reasonable conclusions about the kind of person they are, the kind of pornography they at least have enjoyed in the past, if they don't still do now, right? Which they probably do. What's this? So some of this as well, I think, also is a, we don't have the Bigfoot style photo of Kris mid-busting to 10-year-old cartoons, gooning. Yeah, it's almost, do you know what it is, right? You could have video footage, okay, of Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast, VR headset on, 20 screens, okay, with actual child sexual abuse material broadcasting. And he's there with some sort of, terrifying contraption on his estrogen-riddled cock, getting off to it all. Someone could walk in, take a picture of it, video it, put it online, and people would still claim it's transphobic. It's impossible. Some people will not be convinced. So then this comment, no second monitor to have hentai constantly playing. Not good enough for this good boy. Yeah, some of this is just porn sick behavior. There's nothing pedophilic here, but it's just the idea of, having this porn sick perspective. So this is, I think, 2 youngsters kissing or something, and the caption is, about teen love. You never get to experience teen love or something like that, I believe. And then Kris says, but you can still get teen love. 14-year-olds always stay 14. Okay, dude. Again, certainly, show me this. I go, oh, without anything else, maybe legit. Dude, with everything else together, it's undeniable. This person has had, and I can't say whether they do or don't now, okay? But they have unquestionably had sexualized fantasies about children, bro. Like, come on, dude. Can we have some sense here, please? Anyway, the only reason I'm showing you this is because I really just want to hammer this point home that, yes, they are a total fucking disgusting freak. Okay, going back to the sweeping. So Keemstar obviously tweeted out about this too. And what this then led to, I think, is they actually posted about it on the YouTube drama subreddit, which was quite funny. So this ended up with them responding, which I think is good. Like, these freaks should be fucking held to account a bit for their insane sweeping that they're doing. No other allegation in recent times have I seen get this kind of, like, you know, such a direct touch. Bro. Oh my god, dude. This is a new one. I haven't even seen this one yet, dude. This is new. This is new. Ava Tyson is a creep, but we need to not let the transphobes win. God, I need to come up with a bit. This needs to be the Norm Macdonald bit, you know? I'm terrified that a trans person will be found to be gooning to child sexual abuse material in a dark room whilst molesting a kid, and that then being documented and put onto the internet. Because I fear the backlash against the trans community will be tremendous. So there's something like that, dude. It needs to be the Norm Macdonald thing. Every time with this shit. Oh, what about the transphobes, though? Bro, what about the fact that Kris from Mr. Beast works on a children's entertainment channel having had sexual fantasies about kids in the past? Bro, what about that? I think we should make sure every post here mentions we don't support transphobes, but we should also not dead name Ava because it just gives the phobes power. Many folks are going to take this stuff on subreddit and put it in their vids. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm sorry, but with stuff like this, how am I supposed to go out there in good conscience and good faith and defend against claims that, you know, the left are like defensive of pedophilia or supportive of pedophilia in some way? Like, what this adds to it. That you do not say shit like this, dude. Right? You can have a criticism or a problem where there's demonstrable stuff that you think is a problem, and you can point to that. But saying it like this, where it's like, we don't let the transphobes win, this is like red meat to conservatives. You're making it worse, dude. No, sure. And I know that there's people who would agree with me on this that are on the left somewhere, but dude, it's just insufferable. They're trying to like mitigate the effect, but you're just giving a piece of content of red meat to them to go, look, they don't care about it when it's trans people, or all they care about is the transphobia. They don't care about, you know, the chance of a kid getting hurt. Da 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 da. It's an election year. Okay, so the mod team addressed this, which was quite funny. So the mod team had to address the fact that they swept, which is good. Mod post addressing this post removal. Hey guys, speaking on behalf of the mod team at the moment. It had come to my attention that this mod action had caught some heat from Twitter. I saw a few creators sharing this screenshot round making claims about why this post was removed. The reason is this post was removed is exactly in the comment the moderator left. It really was that simple. Oh my god! Look at this, dude! Literal politician tier answer. Fuck me, man. As far as what is known, Ava Kris Tyson did not commission the piece that she bought. Certainly not commissions, plural. Again, as far as what is known. That is the misinformation that was being referred to. And this choice was made to prevent that piece of misinfo continuing to spread. This was not meant to diminish or shield from the issue of Ava buying from and supporting Shadman. By the way, if it wasn't for, you know, not to self-suck, if I hadn't posted this and if Keemstar hadn't seen it and then shared it himself, well, maybe he would have seen it anyway, but, you know, if Keemstar hadn't shared this, this wouldn't have been addressed. right? If this hadn't been noticed, if I hadn't noticed on stream this had happened, because this happened live. I noticed it live yesterday, right? Someone mentioned it in chat. Thank you to the chatter that pointed out as well. This would have never been addressed, and this sweep would have been completely ignored and forgotten about, because it's quite rare that people go back and actually check and look, at this sort of thing. So it's actually, in a way, good to like get this out there, because they actually have to address the fact that they're fucking sweeping, and look at how they fucking crumble. Look at how they crumble when you get the smallest bit of scrutiny on their obvious fucking sweeping. They sound like a fucking politician, mush-mouthing their way through a statement about a controversy. It should be noted that this post did not seem to add anything new to the many discussions regarding Ava Kris Tyson today, and alternatively could have been removed as a repost redundant post. Hope this clears things up for you all. Thank you. Oh, hang on a sec. Wait. Okay. Dude. They do have a mega thread now. When the Cody Co stuff was happening, there was like loads of posts that were just duplications of what was already being discussed. They didn't get fucking deleted. Dude, we have been forged in the fires of the LSF fucking sweeping, okay? We know, guys. We know. We've dealt with this before. We've been there and we've done that, okay? We're going to war with the mod team over this shit, dude. This is insane. You are covering for a fucking nonce because they're trans, because it doesn't fit your political narrative, and it's fucking disgusting, okay? You're just the same to me. You're just as fucking subhuman as the people that give cover on the other side of the aisle when people on their side do stuff like this. You're fucking disgusting. Total retard war is in effect. Bro, I'm starting to feel like a full-blown pedophile could just transition and they would get cover. Dude, this has happened with that. But what's the person in the Scottish jail? Right? The person in the Scottish jail that raped. Okay? The person in the Scottish jail that fucking raped, and then they transitioned, and all of a sudden everyone is worried about transphobia or misgendering. Dude, they were obviously doing it because they wanted to get into women's prison so they could molest more women. It's so fucking obvious, dude. It's so obvious. And everyone was going, no, it's so unfair. Oh, what about their gender identity? Have you seen the images of this person with their fucking bulge? Give me a break, dude. Some fucking Scottish-looking motherfucker that looks like a bulldog puts a wig on, and all of a sudden you want to stick him in a cage with a bunch of rapeable women. What the fuck, dude? Oh. Okay, anyway. So, and the thing is, this kind of pressure, I guess, has had some impact where, where it's like, but they're talking about it now, and there's more attention on the Shadman stuff, okay? So I do feel like there is some success we've managed to achieve here, right? Okay? No, I just all I mean is they're in like a, they can't go anywhere. They've got nowhere to run to, okay? Like shooting fish in a barrel, if you like. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, this isn't even the fucking end of the sweeping on this. There's more. There's more sweeping that happened. There's more sweeping that happened too, dude. Okay? So, Nicholas Diore's take on this was quite good. Does the distinction of purchased and commission matter? Why does this require removal and not simple correction? Which is a completely valid and fair point, of course. Okay. And then there's posts like this that I've seen crop up too. About this kind of whataboutism stuff. YouTubers interacting with Shadman. With Ava and her allegations regarding interactions with Shadman, it's worth calling out other YouTubers interacting with the lolly artist, since drama tubers really care about it. The whataboutism is off the charts. Okay, simple. If you've got someone, okay, that is responding to tweets, asking for more lolicon, putting images on the wall and stuff like that, I'll condemn them, flat out, done. Now it's your turn. Now it's your fucking turn, okay? And also, there is an important distinction to make. It's hypocrisy hunting, yes. And there is an important distinction to make between people that were actually cranking it to lolly and were consuming the stuff for sexual reasons versus people that had an autismo, misguided free speech perspective or something like that, right? Like, can we please recognize that there's different things, and you can be critical of one, but you've also got to recognize that, you can't just let Ava, it's almost like, I feel like people are trying to do the thing where it's like there's a hostage situation and the hostage rescue team goes in and the terrorist puts on a hood and slips in amongst the hostages with a live grenade primed, ready to blow everyone up. You're letting fucking Kris from Mr. Beast slip into the people who had, a criticisable but not as bad support of Shadman. You're allowing them to slip in with that group and slip past you when they need to be exposed as having consumed this stuff, dude. And also, I need to get the timeline straight to be 100% on this, but I'm fairly certain that Kris and Mr. B supported Shadman after everyone had dropped them once the true reality and nature of what had happened had come out. So the support, I believe, went on further and went on longer. And if there's people that need criticism, then yeah, of course we can talk about that. But dude, can we just focus? Like, we can talk about that, dude. Oh my god, progressives do this with everything, dude. Who remembers? I think that drag events that are sexualized are not suitable for kids, right? And progressives' response to that isn't to go, I agree, that's really bad, or something like that. They don't do that. They go, what about Hooters, though? What about Hooters? Yeah, don't take your kids to Hooters either. Okay? Don't take your kids to Hooters either. Now it's your turn. I condemn Hooters. Are you going to condemn the drag events, the sexualized drag events for kids? And they never do. And they never fucking do. It is a complete and utter trans shield situation that we're dealing with this stuff. Which is, it's just disgraceful to me. Do not give people... Dude, it's like the fucking Jesse and Eve situation all over again, right? Okay? And, this is actually... I'm actually reminded of a Vouch meme in saying this, funnily enough, bearing in mind the topic matter, okay? I get that you look around, okay? And there's some rightoids that are saying, transvestite. Transvestite Kris from Mr. Beast has trooned out and raped a child. Okay, I get that that's happening. But rather than look for the most egregious examples of over-representations of the situation, okay, why not focus on the actual fair and reasonable criticism? You're doing it because you want to avoid engaging in this idea that Kris from Mr. Beast is a total freak. Okay? Oh my god, dude. Now you can say transvestite. I'm just more of a, you get what I'm trying to say, right? You get what I'm trying to say. And they're regardless of what you think about the trans stuff, what makes them a freak primarily is their thirst for sexualized images of kids. Okay, dude. Okay, and then here's the other moment of sweeping as well that I just wanted to share. So you remember that guy I showed yesterday? Radiant Psychology 96. Radiant Psychology 96. Not only did they get this post removed, they got banned for a day from the subreddit. Misinformation. They got banned for a day for misinformation. Bro, the brooms are out. The brooms are so big. Full-blown people are getting those industrial street sweepers. They're driving the streets down a subreddit, pulling in random users that aren't even being bad. They're just saying, hey, look at this. God, it is just this. Do you see why I've been so? You can only see why I'm so annoyed about this. It is so disgusting to me. These people are giving cover to someone because of their fucking identity. It is literal identity politics, fucking brain rot nonsense. Banned for a day. Banned for a day for misinformation. Name me another person that has received this much fucking defense from this wretched, pathetic soy subreddit. Okay? You can wax lyrical about anyone, it seems, say they've done any sort of sexual crime, come to whatever conclusion you like, think they're a rapist, pedophile, molester for the most benign of fucking messages. But with Kris from Mr. Beast, where there is some substance there, you get banned for a day for posting misinformation because you are maybe wrong about the idea they commissioned art. Give me a fucking break, dude. You don't even need to imagine. Go and look at the Cody Co stuff. Go and look at the way that people are talking about the Cody Co shit, dude. It is a free-for-all. You can say whatever you like, as far as I can tell. Now, admittedly, I'm not seeing deleted posts from Cody Co. I don't see everything that gets deleted. But I would be very surprised if the mod team are taking, such a tactful approach to moderating and dealing with the allegations against Cody Co. And the final thing in regards to this is this I got by chance. I, just so happened to read through the replies of a post and someone shared this with me. Bored of life. Bored of life. Thank you, Bored of Life, because this is very fucking damning and would have slipped through the cracks. My friend's post about it was deleted like 2 days ago in this case they just shared the original allegations. Look at this, dude. Look at this. The post was the Adrix video, Kris Tyson drama, thoughts on this, and they removed it for spreading transphobia, dude. Oh, is that you? Lau, is that you? No way. You're in chat based. Can you believe it? Oh, I quote tweeted it. I'll retweet it too to get it out there. Dude, they were sweeping from the start. They were sweeping from the start, dude. That video is not transphobic. There's not a transphobic phrase or sentiment in the fucking video, unless you think it's transphobic to expect trans people to not be total lolicon freaks. There is not a shred of transphobia in the video. This post is not transphobic. This post would be totally fine for any other creator that isn't fucking trans, okay? You could post in there, creator drama, thoughts on this, and post a video about a cisgendered, straight, white male molesting someone or accused of something. You would not get it deleted. This is the fixers are in, the sweepers are in, the trans shield is in effect. The mods are working overtime on this. It is disgusting. It is disgraceful. And these people should be fucking ashamed of themselves. And if it wasn't for people that are pushing the story forward, this would fall into the cracks and there'd be no question and there'd be no scrutiny on this situation. No, Kris is then with a K, is their new name, right? There's Kris Ava Tyson, I believe. Oh, Ava Kris Tyson. Yes. Bro, you can call them Kris. Dude, that's not transphobic when you spell it like this, at least. And even if it was, dude, look. People have got to accept that you can have a problem with the extremity of the transphobia that you see without freaking out about every single scrap of it, okay? We're now getting to the point. I mean, dude, I think it's just obvious they're finding whatever they can. They're finding whatever they can to fucking sweep for the situation, and they're reaching for the fucking transphobia thing. Remind me, the Careful situation, what happened with that? Oh, everything was transphobic. Oh, the thumbnail is transphobic. Oh, saying that you shouldn't be offering the idea of pumping a 14-year-old with life-altering hormones. Oh, that's a bit transphobic. You shouldn't say that. Dude, I had to get this off my chest, man, because, oh my God, I might well talk about it on Thursday too, in a calmer fashion, probably. And I probably won't say as much crazy stuff that I've been saying today. But, dude, it is unbearable. It's so obvious and transparent. People have got to fucking talk about this, dude. People, other creators have got to draw some light onto this because this is unacceptable. It's LSF Mark II. It's LSF Trans Edition. But it's not even an organization that is having some influence on this. It's just the very principle of being trans, dude. I don't know if Charlie covered this. Okay. I do need to go soon, unfortunately. Yeah, I did say it was only going to be a short stream. Apparently there's a good video here that gives some more nuance, which maybe is good. Oh, it's a black woman. That sounds racist. Maybe I'll watch that on a Thursday. By the way, even in the replies, my friend wasn't being transphobic. They were the only reasonable person. Hey guys, so Chris from Mr. Beast has just been exposed for jerking it to Lolicon, but they are trans, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's maybe we need to be careful of transphobia. Anyway, hoop fart bum shithole gawk. That's about it. See ya. It's not vibes. It's seeing the way people have treated Ava Chris in the past. Yes, and I've recognised. I can't remember. Our conversation was very short. I've recognised, and I even put it to that fucking Prism guy. You know, the idea that yes, the endless focus on the trans stuff diminishes and is an issue. But you know, okay, I've said, and I will say that people should not just focus on the trans stuff. They should focus on the meat and potatoes. But that applies equally to the other side too. Your turn. Your turn to call out the people that are sweeping for Chris just because they're trans, which is absolutely, unquestionably happening. And I have, without doubt, proven it in this fucking little segment I've done here, okay? Yes, exactly. People are forgetting about Chris buying... Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. I understand that to you, from your perspective, the way that you see that, I mean, I personally would not do that with my boys, okay? I find that, you know, very weird behavior, and I don't like it. But that is not what matters here. Focus on the things that matter. That is going to get you the goods over and of some sort of response, some sort of accountability happening here, or some sort of understanding of what the fuck. Because, you know, this is the other problem too. Chris from Mr. Beast has not meaningfully responded to this. So we've got them consuming and enjoying lolicon, sexualized images of kids, sexual fantasies about kids, back in, you know, as late as 2019, 2020, and then radio silence, no information one way or another, and then they've just moved on from it and not really said or done anything. And it's like, okay, well, you know, are you not going to, like, maybe talk about the fact that you had these sexual fantasies about kids and you were involved in children's entertainment? Like, should you be going to the Nickelodeon Awards? You know, should Mr. Beast maybe have some concerns and some safeguarding considerations? Like, think of it like this. If a teacher was found to have had a lolicon interest and been requesting sexualized images, drawn images of children 5 years ago, could they be a teacher? Or would you personally feel comfortable with that person being a teacher, having access to children, being close to children? I fucking wouldn't, bro. I would not. Parents would lose their fucking shit. Now, whilst Chris and Mr. Beast is not in a fucking classroom, I think they're working in an industry, in an area where they've got some access to children. And that's why I'm annoyed about the Prism stuff, because if that was presented in a more measured way, okay, you could use that and say, okay, so fortunately, it doesn't seem like anything serious happened in this situation, but there's been no response or accountability or any sort of consideration of this. So why would I trust that this person is safe around children when they had very bad boundary issues with a minor? They were doing the fucking lolicon shit and so on, all the other stuff I said. Has that changed? Is there even a cursory, oh, they've been to therapy or something? Pedotherapy. I don't think that'd be enough. I don't think that would be, what might be personally. I mean, I recognize I am, as they say, a bit retarded, I think, to sort of think of it like this. I am dad brained, okay? Which I do have an excess, an abundance of caution when it comes to, the thought of protecting kids from stuff. So I would always err on the side of caution with this stuff and say, if there's a risk, eliminate the risk. Not violently, but just make it so that isn't a risk anymore, okay? So I would take a much stronger line on this personally, but at the very least, okay, there should be some sort of accountability. Like, I know it gets overused, but yes, accountability or response or recognition of these facts and an explanation. And I get the temperature of the conversation is difficult. I know that Kris is trans and there's a lot of commentary about that, but don't hide behind that. Don't hide behind that. I know it's, yeah, it's difficult. But do you know what else was difficult? Fucking Keemstar having to see people, right, clap along as that fucking pedophile freak Shadman drew sexualized art of his fucking daughter, okay? Now he's got to see all of these people deny that Kris from Mr. Beast was supportive of Shadman during and after that time. It's disgraceful. If you don't want the time, don't do the crime. It's like you've done the thing. You've openly supported and enjoyed this shit. Now, finally, it looks like maybe the fucking rooster's coming home and you got a fucking answer to the rooster or something. You know what I mean? I believe Kris Tyson is a substantive part of the Mr. Beast show. He never drew the sexual images of Keem's daughter. I don't think that's true. I believe he did. It was certainly presented in one of the videos that I watched. So yeah, I don't know if that's true. Also, I just want to clarify one thing as well, just so I've got my own insight into this going forward. But this Adrox video, I think had it in there. I got chills from that. I'm just being real with you guys, okay? I'm just being real, bro. I'm trying to overcome my irony poisoning, okay? Nah, this is fucking fuck, dude. And I've tried to be very consistent with this too, in all cases. In fact, someone said earlier, "Oh, you're the only person." Well, I'm not the only person, but you're the only person covering Doctor Disrespect and Kris from Mr. Beast. And yeah, I just look at it and I think, yeah, if like no one, it is so obnoxious when people, You cover what you want. It's your channel, it's your coverage, whatever you want to do. Okay? But anyone that was making a massive deal about the Dr. Disrespect stuff that is silent on this, I can only assume is ideologically compromised in some way, because, you know, you can disagree and discuss and dissect who is worse or whatever. You know, it's kind of irrelevant, really, because what we're talking about is, in my mind, does someone present a credible, realistic, or fairly assessed risk to children? Possibly. Both cases, the answers to that would be yes. So let's talk about that at least, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. It just sucks the prison do botch this. Yeah, well, I've not, I talked about it obviously earlier, but I've not really talked about it in talking about this side of it. Yes, it is, of course, a diminishment, and people are going to use it to their advantage to try and dismiss it. But, you know, it's, again, all you've got to do is say, yeah, it's like there are botched aspects. There's like a significant botch of aspects of the video, but like you don't even need to talk about that story in order to talk about the Shadman stuff. Like, in my perspective, the Shadman shit, the tweets, the Reddit posts, all of that is what needs to be focused on to really hammer the point home. You know, like, dude, I do think, okay, I do think that there is still some stuff, like, there's still some stuff from there, just the screenshots, that are worthy of having some awareness of, at least. Like, it's inappropriate, right? I wouldn't ever say that someone needs to be, you know, crucified for having like an inappropriate moment or something. But like, when you contextualize it with the other stuff, it just adds more weight to the idea that there needs to be a response to this, you know? I actually feel quite bad for the lava person. The lava person has been totally fucked over in this, and they've been chucked into the deep end of drama by a fucking James O'Keefe wannabe. And like, you know, and the thing is, there's all these people now that are like making demands of them. And it's like, if you think that they've genuinely been hurt and are in denial about it, like, is you badgering them just so you can get the juiciest story to push forward really the right way to deal with this? No. Leave them alone. Unironically, you know, it's a situation where they've not even come forward themselves with a story. They said nothing about it. It's this prison person that's chucked them into the fucking deep end. And it's why it was so bad to, you know, misled this person with whatever this interview is, you know? And also, listening back to the conversation, right? Because obviously, if you look at it, there's a moment where I read out the comment, and I obviously at that stage have got no clue about the nature of this lava person, because the way they presented it up until then is as if they've had like a consensual interview with them. I mean, not said that it wasn't, but that's the implication if you listen to how they explained it earlier. So it was a bit blindsiding of like, wait, this guy's coming out and saying something totally different. And then obviously they've now spoken further on this and further undermined their story. And it's like, dude, why? So yeah, very, very cringe. Oh, yeah, sure. I agree with you there. Say what you want about a Cheeto insensitive society. They did not, like, their coverage was not anything to do with this, as far as I understand. It was all to do with the Shadman stuff, and they got singled out as, like, you know, speaking about, because that video, I think, predated, well, it didn't predate it, but it predated widespread knowledge of these lava allegations and whatnot. Well, I mean, okay. The best thing to do, if you see me on the second channel, is assume that it's because I want to do it that way, okay? That's the best way to do it. Now, it's because it's a shorter stream today. I'm going to be ending in about 5 minutes, unfortunately. Got responsibilities to attend to. Ugh. Parental adult responsibilities. Unfortunately. Fortunately, actually, it's going to be good. But I just had to talk about this stuff, man. This was fucking insane. I can't believe it. Listen, this is actually a good bit of juice that was actually quite helpful. So, but yeah, man, dude, it's just, and this is probably the tip of the iceberg. I'm sure that there's more. I'm certain that there's more sweeping that's happened that we're not going to see. Okay, but yeah, it's undeniable that they're sweeping. I believe it's related to the fact that there's an ideological thing, the trans stuff. Yeah, very bad stuff. Anyway, guys, oh god, this is the problem with doing such a short stream. I get going and then I've got to go. I'll accept any super chats if you got them, okay? Before I go. I'll shill for a bit. Let's shill. I'm shilling. We're shill maxing. Trigger Chud is best Chud. Dude, obviously I do have an emotional thing with this stuff, having kids, and absolutely the thing that infuriates me more, I mean, as well as that, is like, why? It's just because they're trans. It's so wild to me. Do you remember the Jessica Yaniv stuff? The Jessica Yaniv stuff was another example of this. I was more integrated with progressive communities and whatnot back then. And I do somewhat understand. God, dude, am I really gonna reference Vaush? I can't believe it. Dude. Really? Dude. Okay. I think I'm going to reference Vaush, of all people. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm a bit loath to, because he's a fucking freak for certain these days. But back then, I mean, he was back then, but it wasn't as widely known. Bro, this is classic. This is I vividly remember this moment of his video. You know when it's sideways, Vaush, you're onto a banger, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna be talking about this bitch, all right? Because she did some fucked up stuff and it's bad, and I want to talk about it. But for fuck's sake, okay? If I'm listen, this is like what it's for me, okay? Like, imagine I'm on stream, okay? I'm streaming, I'm memeing, I'm slapping, I'm clapping, and then someone comes up to me and they're like, hey, Vosh, someone did a rape. A rape took place. And then I'll be like, oh, that's bad, you know? That sucks. Wow. And then they're like, yeah, check out this article. And I look at the article. Fucking mud-blooded negroid justly lynched after forcing himself on innocent white lady. And then I'd look at that and I'd go, geez, you know, I don't know if this is the best source to be getting info on that. You know? I don't know. Is this... I don't know if a rape happened anymore. What if they kissed? But then I look more into it, and it turns out a rape actually did take place. The black guy raped the white woman. Why did you have to make it hard for me by making your... like, why'd you have to throw the racism in there? What? Why? That only makes it harder. That obfuscates the actual issue here. If you cared about the rape, you would center the rape and discuss the rape. But instead, you center...
Anyway, dude, I vividly remember that. See, this is the stuff, is people look at Vosh more recently and they think, how could you ever have been into Vosh? This is the Vosh that I watched. When did this video come out? Yeah, 24th of July, 2019. This stuff like this. I mean, obviously, I watched a wide multitude of people. You know, it wasn't just Vaush, but it was moments like that that made me think, okay, this is actually funny. I reckon I could have a go at this. That's his. I think that's for hyena. Irish Hoyd justly cancelled for gooning to goblins. But you know, that's the. I mean, the reason I'm showing it as well is it does kind of summarize the situation. You know, where it's like if you focused on what matters, and you know, he's obviously applying it to obviously a more rightoid perspective of the way someone might talk about it, but it's not just about that. It's to everyone talking about this. You know, forget all your fucking hang-ups about trans stuff. Like, focus on what matters. Focus on the actual substance that's there. You know. Oh, we got a couple of super chats. Hey, Twist, get them some ice cream. Thank you for the £5. Appreciate that. And Silent Stalactite, thank you very much for the popcorn. 149. Thank you for the popcorn. But yeah, no, it's actually good news. My ex has got a new job, which is good for her. We got on quite well, quite amicable. So, you know, that's good. Good news. What happened to Hyena? Yeah, she previously she's like works at like a corporate kind of job, if you like, and yeah, she's kind of taken a step back to be around the kids more. The only problem is that now I am. I know I'm the man, and that's supposed to be the case, but yeah, I am the main income source now. Because she obviously used to work like quite a high level corporate job, but now it's me. Now I'm the high level corporate job. Except I'm a retard saying dumb shit on the internet and hoping people give me enough money. No. Listen, I'm not saying that because I'm trying to solicit donations. To be clear, okay. In fact, do not donate. Do not donate now that I've said that. Do not, because I don't want to seem like it's not a DSP moment, okay. I'm not e-begging. No. Listen, guys. Honestly, you know, things are ticking along. So I don't think, unless there's some disaster, I think everything's going to be okay. I think everything's going to be okay. I've actually getting the sponsorship money and the YouTube money coming through. Do you know what I need? I need investment advice. Who in chat can give me investment advice? I need somewhere to, dude. I'm so bored of savings and like safe bets. I want to fucking live a little, you know. Where shall I put some, you know, a bit of cash? Crypto. Gamble off crypto. Yeah, ETFs. I think I need to look into ETFs a bit. Baddie token. Microsoft. Hey, Puddle Sucker. Thank you for the $5. You didn't listen to me. Thank you for the $5. Dink doink. I'm dinking my doink. You got a good tip? What is it? Invest in Bordeaux. This is extremely dry. This is this one is for the true chud heads. This is a website I use to keep an eye on if there's any deals and shit like that are going on. Where is it? Hey. See, this is the this is what I'm normally kind of looking at the moment. I need to actually work it out, because at a certain point you have to pay tax on savings income, and I don't know if I would hit it or not. But these are what are they called in America? It's like a savings account where you don't pay tax on any output. This is the kind of stuff that I tend to look at and be interested in, because it tends to be a bit of a safer bet, you know? Kind of tells you all about it, what the fees are and stuff. A CD. Yeah, it's like you get a certain allowance each year, which you can put into one of these accounts, and you pay no tax on any savings, like income off of it, or any investment, no capital gains tax, etc. And you can put stocks and stuff in there too. But yeah, I think I might do this then. But what stocks do you invest in? I've got no idea what fucking stocks. And I feel like you guys are just going to give meme recommendations. Oh, Roth IRA. Okay. Nvidia. Is that for real? Are you serious? Why is Nvidia such a good investment, do you think? Nvidia just surpassed Microsoft as the highest grossing company at a stock split. See, I don't even know what stock split is. So clueless, dude. Investing in one stock is for poor people. Okay. No, I know. I'm being silly. I shouldn't really. See, there's a deal here, I think, where I can get a free share if I set something up. Where is it? Yeah, look. Trading 212. I think I get a free share. Yeah, look. Your free fractional shares are waiting for you. Get a free share worth up to 100 quid. So $120 worth of free shares. Up to. What's the up to part? Okay, I'll have a look at that, but yeah. Anyway, I think I'll do this. Where can I look? If I do want to just, I'm not going to put like loads of money into it. This is like a bit of fun, really. Okay. Or advice or insights into what money to put shares in. Wall Street bets. Oh, come on, dude. Buy gold or land if you want to invest. The stock stuff is volatile as fuck, and the only safe returns are banks. Well, yeah, I've got like a portion of money in, say, just savings accounts, because I'll probably need to access it fairly soon. But I just want to. I want to gamble. I want to gamble. I want to gamble a bit. You know, I want to have a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? Gamble, 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 gamble. Yeah, like $100, just a little bit of fun money. You know, dude, I've got like 300 odd quid in crypto, but that's shit. You have to like constantly be trading and stuff, I think, to make money off crypto. And you know, benefit from the fluctuations, but I just don't have fucking time for that shit. Japan is at an all-time low. Value transfer to Japanese yen and hold for a few months. Okay. See, that sounds ridiculous, but also I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. Oh, people do that, don't they? They do trade currencies. They do trade currencies. See, it's funny because I see the kind of benefit of that somewhat with you know, I see the kind of benefit of it with the pound and dollars and shit, you know? You know, and I'm kind of like when I need to pay DK, I'm like, oh, will there be a bit of a, you know, will it go in a certain direction so it pans out differently, or I'm gonna have to pay more over the odds for the transfer? Okay, I'll get professional advice. I do need to go, dude. I'm fucking later than I should be. Okay. Fuck, I need to go. Okay. Anyway, guys, listen. I'm sorry it's only a short stream today. It was a bit extra. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for the little stream there. It was fun. I'm going to be back on Thursday, and we'll catch up on this Chris and Mr. B stuff and the boogie stuff. Maybe we'll see what's going on. It'll be fun. Can't wait. Can't wait to see you there. I'll leave this up as well, so if anyone wants to see my exposing of this nonsense, you can do. Okay, be good, everyone. Have fun. No one's live that I can see, so I'm just going to end stream. See you on Thursday. Good luck. Miss you already. Miss you already. GG's. Goodbye. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you.